I found an absolute banger. So I was just looking through the books because I was like, I wonder what book stuff they have here. You know, maybe they have some good books for $5. I found a romantasy coloring book. There were even more pages, but I just put like some of the top ones on here. Okay. We've got romantasy coloring book, more than 40 pages to color. Color beautiful fantasy romance scenes. All right. One of the pages right here. We've got a princess and her prince or queen, king. I don't know. Guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Our princess has got a lazy eye. This is no flame if you have a lazy eye. This is just AI. The earrings don't match. A big thing with AI, you know, they do the hair thing. This is straight AI. Oh, yeah. Where the hair strand will loop back into your neck and it will make loops and it won't be actual connected strands. Do you see this, right? One long loop comes back, one long loop comes back. Now, some people do this as an artistic choice, most definitely. This is AI though. Bro's ears are completely uneven. And you're gonna look at this and be like, wow, this is so intricate. Sure, until we look at the details. And you look at the details and you realize nothing quite makes sense. She's got something on her neck. The designs on her chest don't even match up. They're not symmetrical. You could argue maybe it's a choice to make it asymmetrical, except it doesn't look like it's intentionally asymmetrical either. There's a lot going on here. The guy looks like a looks maxing edit. I'm dead, bro. Next page. Look at this. We got a fey male and a fey woman, okay? Look at the hair thing. Same thing again, where it's doing the weird loop-de-loop curl thing. Look at the hair that's just melting into the ear. There is no distinction between the hair and the ear. They are one and the same. She's got a fingernail only on one finger. You know, good for you. Again, we've got like chunks falling off of his clothing. There's a little piece of fabric hanging here that's spinning off his arm, but the fabric doesn't connect to anything. Oh, yes, this is most definitely AI. There's more egregious examples that we're gonna look at. You know, we have leaves that don't connect to anything at all. And again, one of the things you can really tell whether it's AI or not is again if there was any thought put into it. Because if a human made it, there's a reason why everything was drawn. You know, there's no reason why this leaf is just floating here. Yeah, we've got wings that melt into the dress, hair that melts into the wings. Like, look, there's a wing that's like becoming part of her hair here. And then part of his clothes just become leaves that are down here. And again, you know, I'm like looking at this and I'm like, I feel like this will be a very lame coloring book experience because there's way too much shaded in. There's way too much gray. If you color over gray with like a color pencil, it's not really gonna show up. So we got this doozy. Okay, sorry, I'm just laughing at this. I don't know what's happening over here. This one was my favorite page out of the coloring book because what is happening? I don't even know how to describe this, but it looks like if you took what looks to be a very intricate royal knight and you took a princess, they're kind of embraced lovingly together. She is staring deep into his eyes. And then you put this like astronomical, like inverted filter onto it. So all of the line art is like double thickness. He just has no neck, by the way. Like he's got a head and the just connects straight into the clothing. No neck, because we don't need one of those. Yeah, brightness plus 20 grayscale. And then we have, I don't even know how to explain this. It looks like it's supposed to be clouds, but it most definitely does not. It looks like a couple of little flags billowing in the sky with pointy ends. Then we have a super intricate castle in the background for some reason, except our main character, again, has no waist, very little arm detail, and mystery horsemen riding off in the back. Honestly, this is truly when, you know, you have a dream that's like kind of lucid, but kind of not, and you kind of don't even know what's happening in your dream, and then you like blink awake. This is kind of what you see. Let's just note again how none of the art styles match because, you know, they're like different AI prompts. We got this one, another completely different art style. This one, oh boy, what in the hands is happening here, guys? She's got four fingers on one hand, and it looks like she's holding her right hand in her left hand, except her right hand is melting into her hair and also only has 3 fingers. And I can't even tell where the hand ends and is supposed to begin. It's odd. She's got long wavy hair, except a big chunk of her hair just randomly billows off like smoke and melts into that right hand that is this glob of a mess here. Classic wobbly AI line art. I don't even know what's happening with the wings because the wings don't make any sense here. She's got bangs, and the bangs just cut off in a giant clump. Do you see this right here? It's like my bangs currently. Like I'm trying to grow my bangs out, so they're like really blunted at the ends and awkwardly short. Her bangs only on her left side does that. The right side, who knows? The color detailing, yeah. It's giving random squiggly AI that was trying to make detail and didn't know what it was doing. And she oddly has a dragon tail for some reason. And then we have the AI dragon on the right side. Bro's got a lot of teeth, but they're all different shapes and sizes and crooked. This is the biggest nightmare fuel. This is the cover art, by the way. We should play an I Spy on like how many effed up things of this you can find. One, the baby hands. Her upper arm is shorter than her head, and her forearm is also shorter than her head. She also has the tiniest hands ever. She also has one long index finger stuck under his shirt for some reason. Just one finger. He's got what looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fingers on this hand. And then we get into the faces. And oh boy, is that nightmare fuel. Where did her nose go? Her eyes are completely blacked in like an alien. She also has an absurdly long neck relative to the ratio of the rest of the piece. He's got no eyes. Like his eye is not there. The crunchy looking nose. This is nightmare fuel, guys. And then she's got like 2 humongous white teeth. And just for good measure, the baby hands again. We got 1, 2, 3, like the wonky hands here. A sword that is hanging on nothing. It's not, you know, clipped to his belt. There's no like sheath for the sword. It's just on the side here. Also, just the back doesn't even line up here. And the T-Rex arms are really, really sealing the deal for me. I just saw that and I just thought, what in the AI? And just wanted us to have a little laugh about that. Honestly, it's just really sad how AI has infiltrated literally everything, like Gen AI, right? Where we can't even have coloring books anymore without it being AI slop. And it's just people trying to like get a quick buck, you know? They're like, oh, I'm gonna go into AI, I'm gonna get a bunch of images, make them black and white, slap them together, and bam, I have a coloring book. And then, oh, I guess we're gonna upload it to Amazon KPI or something and sell it to try to make some money. And I feel like that's just, it just sucks because art and coloring books is so fun to enjoy. You know, buying art books, whatever. I love art books. And it just feels like now, in order to get human artwork, you know, made with soul and care, you have to sift through piles and piles and piles of AI garbage that it just feels so sad. Every time you look at it, you go Google coloring books, half of it's AI. You go look on Amazon for children's books, half of it's freaking AI now because the AI bros have decided that it's easy to make AI children books and sell them on Amazon for a quick buck. And then they go on social media, brag about how much they've made, and turn around and sell you a course on how you too can make AI coloring books and profit. It's a feels bad, guys. It's a feels bad. So there was this post by The Verge titled Nick Clegg says asking artists for use permission would kill the AI industry. And it reads, as policymakers in the UK weigh how to regulate the AI industry, Nick Clegg, former UK Deputy Prime Minister and former Meta executive, claimed a push for artist consent would kill the industry. I wonder if you got an industry based on theft, asking for permission might kill it. That's like literally the equivalent of saying, oh my god, yeah, you know, if like burglars went and instead of stealing things from people, asked permission and would borrow items, that would kill the entire crime of theft. Yeah, duh. So the article continues, speaking at an event promoting his new book, Clegg said the creative community should have the right to opt out of having their work used to train AI models. Yay! So I agree with you. But he claimed it wasn't feasible to ask for consent before ingesting their work first. Quote, I think the creative community wants to go a step further, end quote, Clegg said, according to The Times. Quite a lot of voices say, you can only train on my content if you first ask. And I have to say that strikes me as somewhat implausible because these systems train on vast amounts of data. I just don't know how you go around asking everyone first. I just don't see how that would work. And by the way, if you did it in Britain and no one else did it, you would basically kill the AI industry in this country overnight. The comments follow a back and forth in Parliament over new legislation that aims to give creative industries more insight into how their work is used by AI companies. So yeah, I mean, I do agree, right? If you have to ask permission to train on data, it will kill the industry. Because in order for Gen AI models to exist, they need to train on a disgusting amount of data. A lot of data. And you just can't feasibly ask for permission for all of that data. So we should kill the industry. And Slumpy writes this comment that is so freaking true. If asking for permission and crediting artists would kill the industry, then said industry shouldn't exist in the first place. Stealing isn't okay. Another commenter, Pierre Anders Edwards, writes, in other news, policing crime would kill the crime industry, a leading criminal stated. Interesting. I just think it's one of those where technology grows faster than legislation can. It's always like this. And with the new AI boom, again, technology is growing faster than legislation can catch up with. We're just barely touching on AI legislation with just some talks cropping up like this one in Britain. It just sucks. I wish there was better regulation around it. I wish it didn't exist in the first place, like straight up. But the fact that there's no regulation around it right now and that companies can just feel like they can just do whatever. Every time I think about Gen AI, it just makes me like bummed out, man. Because it's like, dude, no one asked for this. I guess some people did, but the people who didn't respect artists did. And now it's cropping up and now it's like everywhere. What can you do? And yeah, if you like this video, I appreciate it if you like and subscribe. I have a VGen now with like art on there. Also have a coffee with free resources for streamers and content creators. And I also stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, 6 p.m. PST. So hope to catch you guys there or in another video. And I'm about to move, which is really exciting. So the background will change. Anyways, peace.